Chuck, I hear where y'all coming from and all that, but this is not true.
Yo, face! Yo, your face, please! With sugar on top!
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Hookah Anonymous _. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines. We'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _ and follow us there. Now without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, y'all know what they say, once you're a thief, you're also a liar. And once you're a liar, you're a thief. It pretty much goes hand in hand, because in order to steal, you have to have a good alibi to cover your tracks. And if you can lie so good, who knows what you're ever telling the truth about. And in a nutshell, if you fall under either one of those two categories, 9 times out of 10, it means that no one can trust you. So these are two labels you definitely wouldn't want attached to you, especially in the entertainment world where your word and image is everything. How can anyone trust you enough to do business with you when they can't even trust you? So I say all that to bring us to our latest subject about Champ, who is a former co-host of Math Hoffa's My Expert Opinion podcast show. As y'all know, Champ and Math Hoffa has had their own differences prior to this incident, where Math Hoffa already accused Champ of being a liar and a thief. So the fact that this situation happened with Bimmy, and it fits right into the same narrative of what Math called Champ, it's a no-brainer that the two sat down together to get to the bottom of the story of what really happened, where Champ is accused of stealing Bimmy's credit card and trying to go to Apple and spend over $43,000 on merchandise. Now before we even get into it, let me say this. I always tell people that what's done in the dark would eventually come to light. It's been so long you can hide who you truly are, because eventually it'll catch up to you and your true colors will begin to show. And we may not know what was true or not about what Champ said in regards to Math Hoffa, but the fact that he was caught in the same narrative that Math Hoffa already accused him of makes Math look like he was telling the truth the whole time, whether you agree with him or not. Now before we get into the video, y'all, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm. And if you aren't subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it. Now at this point, we all seen the video where we all thought that Champ was caught stealing out of Supreme Team's own Bimmy's house, as we watched him jab step his way into a room where allegedly he took a credit card and some money. Now we were wrong according to Bimmy, because it wasn't Bimmy's house that they were in. They were in the home of a woman by the name of Rhonda in Tennessee, because they were conducting business concerning a podcast that Bimmy has put together. Bimmy states that everyone was in the pool when the incident took place, and this is how Champ maneuvered his way unscathed because no one was paying him any attention. Bimmy states that Champ was supposed to be going to the bathroom, as he told everyone, but clearly, as he got inside the house, he had a different motive. We seen Champ go into the room, but we didn't know why. We all thought it was a bedroom, but come to find out, it was a garage, where the owner of the house kept a big Chanel bag, and in that bag had a card and some cash inside. Bimmy alleges that Champ not only took the Amex credit card, but he also took $250 in cash as well out the Chanel bag. Fast forward to the next day, Bimmy says they all went out to eat, and when it was time to pay, the card that was stolen was the one that was supposed to pay for everyone's meal. This is when the owner knew that her card was missing. They didn't pay no mind. It wasn't until the next day, when she was on a Zoom call, she got an alert about a purchase that was made in Apple, $43,539.10. At that point, she knew her card was taken and not missing, and then that's when she gave Bimmy a call to let him know. After letting Bimmy know that the car was being used by someone, she didn't accuse him, but it wasn't until the next phone call where they knew exactly it was Champ that took it because they did an investigation and got video surveillance. Now there's a lot more to the story, but we covered the basic details about everything, and if you want to hear the rest, you can go watch Math Hoffa's clip as I included it in the comment section pinned below. Now before we move forward, right, let's get into a clip from an audio captured by Death for the Clout Chaser. As soon as the footage leaked, they got Champ to respond to it and heard what he had to say in regards to being accused of stealing, and ironically, he says that he didn't do it, and people are trying to ruin his character. Y'all check this out.
Chuck, I hear where y'all coming from and all that, but this is not true. I know what the video shows, but it's not true. It's not true.
Now let me say this, right? For the ignorant ones saying things like, how did you know it was him that took it? Or, how can you accuse him of taking it if you didn't see him take it? Or, we don't see nothing on camera, so how do you know it was him? Now, I hate the fact that people really sitting there pumping that ignorant narrative as if we aren't living in 2024 and technology isn't where it is today. This isn't the 80s, y'all. Two things. Whether he took something or not, he went into someone's personal space when he wasn't supposed to be there, which is a violation in itself. You're roaming around someone else's house that you don't even know, and you're wandering off into bedrooms or whoever's personal space. That's the first no-no. But then secondly, you know Champ was the one that used the card because he didn't have enough sense to at least send someone else in the store to make the investigation a little bit harder. He went into the store himself and used the card. Now how you know Champ used the card? Easy. It's 2024 where everyone leaves data trails electronically. Whenever you swipe your card, a timestamp is created that tells you the time and place your card was used. So once someone realizes their card is missing, then a purchase was made when you know it wasn't you, you just call up your bank, report fraud, find out where the transaction was made, and once you figure that out, go obtain the surveillance footage from that store. Simple. It's not rocket science. So for the people saying things like, how you know it was Champ? Did you see Champ take it? No. But I did see that he was slow enough to use the card himself, which made it much easier because he was the one that was on camera. Twice. You know, what is he gonna say next? That wasn't him, that was a body double, it was AI, you know, it was a hologram. What is he gonna say this time? You know, how can you weasel out of this? Here we say possession is 9/10 of the law, but so is surveillance because you're on camera. And you know what Champ remind me of? He remind me of my ex's stepfather. I never forget, we was going through something, a cheating situation, and you know, I went to him for advice. I said, you know, I think I'm caught text messages. He said, listen, you're never caught until you're caught with your hand in the cookie jar. I don't care about text messages, pictures, voice notes, FaceTimes, nothing. He said, unless you're caught with that person or doing X, Y, and Z with that person, you're not caught. And that's the vibes that Champ is giving. Champ don't care if you got his picture, you got voices, messages, no matter what it is. If you didn't see him do it physically, he didn't do it. You know, now the worst part of it all is this. None of this has anything to do with Math Hoffa, but for some reason he included Math Hoffa in the audio with Death for the Clout Chaser, when he was asked about it. Check this out.
So when Math claimed all of that he claimed about me, yo, he a liar and he a thief and all that, none of that made sense.
Now this is weird because Math literally has nothing to do with this, like literally. This is between you and Bimmy. Simple. Also, it's weird because he speaks on Math calling him a liar and a thief when he wasn't even asked about it. And it makes him look bad because here we are. Right? You can't make it seem like Math was crazy or bad-mouthing you when you get caught up in a whole different situation doing exactly what Math was accusing you of. Now, he looks like the truth teller and you look like the liar. And before I end the video, let me tell y'all something on a real note, man. What's for you is for you, and what isn't, isn't. Bimmy said something real towards the end. He mentioned that if Champ would have just waited, instead of being greedy, he would have been set. He would have signed a nice contract, got a house, got some money, and potentially other opportunities that came along with the business venture that they were putting together. One thing I always say is, everything happens for a reason. But whatever reason it was of his, I don't know if it's just his bad karma, but that opportunity wasn't meant for him and he squandered it. All for $250 and a few black amount. Right? Where if he would have just been patient, stayed grinding, he could have made way more than $250 in the $43,000 that he was trying to swipe for. But instead now, he burnt his name, and he's gonna have to have problems in the street, because I'm sure that this isn't just gonna blow over, being that he made Bimmy look crazy, and nobody's gonna wanna work with him in the future because they're gonna label him a liar and a thief. Two things nobody wants to do business with. And Bimmy did also reveal that he's getting married soon. And so he definitely just messed up a big opportunity for himself, but it is what it is, man. Once again, what's for you is for you, and what isn't, isn't. Simple as that. Y'all jump in the comments, let me know what y'all think about this. Do y'all think it, let me ask y'all this question. Do you think Champ did it? I want to hear what y'all got to say in the comments. I thought it was a no-brainer because there's surveillance, there's proof of him trying to use the card, but still, all in all, you still have people saying no. No, if I didn't see him take it, he didn't take it. How do I know he got the card? How do I know it was him? And they have him on surveillance. That's the crazy part about it, but I guess, man. Y'all jump in the comments, let me know what y'all think about all this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. I'm out.